This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com, bringing you all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for 10% off any order of $75 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you an unboxing plus on-feet video of the brand new Nike Mercurial Vapor 9 in the Fireberry, electric green, and red plum colorway. I went through a lot of trouble to get these early for you guys so you could see them, so if you could leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. As far as the Vapor 9 is concerned, like all the top end models, a string bag is included. This particular string bag is predominantly that Fireberry pink color with the accents of electric green in the Nike swoosh on the bottom, the Mercurial logo in the middle, and then the strings on the bag themselves are that electric green color as well. Again, the string bags are only included with the top end models, so if you don't buy the Vapor, a string bag will not be included. I'll get the box out of the way so you can get a good look at the shoes, and honestly I'm pretty impressed with the Vapor 9 so far. I wasn't sure what to think of the overall colorway itself, launching in a very vibrant pink and purple colorway. Obviously this is one of two launch colors. There's the Fireberry color, which is what I have here, and there's also going to be a sunset orange color, which is going to be the alternate one, which is going to be the more masculine choice of the two, but I think that you're going to see a lot more of this color over the sunset orange, and I think a lot more people are going to like this one once they see it in person, because honestly it looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of flashy colorways, but it's not overly flashy. Obviously it's pink at the end of the day, but it's not super bright in person like you might expect it to be. I'll run you through the new graphics and the colorway on this shoe. The front half is that Fireberry pink color, with the tongue being full Fireberry pink as well. And then on the outside of the upper, you can see it fades from the pink to that red plum purple that we last saw on the Vapor 7s. And then you have, of course, the electric green swoosh on the outside, which is probably the brightest color on this boot. You have the electric green swoosh on the top of the tongue. And then the insole itself is that electric green as well. Some of the unlisted colors on here are the black laces themselves, the black heel liner, the black Mercurial logo on the outside of the heel, and then of course the plastic overlay on the glass fiber sole plate. Instead of being clear like it was on the last couple of Vapors, it's a solid matte black plastic, which looks really good in my opinion and actually does have some performance benefits that we'll talk about a little bit later. Then you have that one little black swoosh on the sole plate as well. And then the last color here is going to be this pearl white that you have on the instep on the inside of the ankle, and that is basically Nike written across there, kind of as their visibility graphic that they've been using on the Vapors for a couple models now. So again, overall I think the graphics look good and I like the overall look of the shoe. As far as what's changed from the Vapor 9 to from the Vapor 8 to the Vapor 9 is there's not a whole lot of huge change to the overall appearance of the shoe. Obviously they changed up the graphics a little bit, but the main difference for me is going to be the upper itself. The upper is a brand new synthetic. I've yet to see it be listed as Teijin synthetic, which is one major change that has been done to the Vapor that we haven't seen done in a long time. It's always been that Teijin synthetic. I haven't seen it posted anywhere as Teijin, not even from Nike themselves. So up until now, until I hear that it actually is Teijin synthetic, this is an all new synthetic from Nike. Obviously it does feature this golf ball dimpling over top, which they're calling the speed control texturing. If I give you a close-up here, it's exactly like golf ball dimpling, except the dimples are kind of, there's a bigger circle and then there's smaller circles. And there doesn't seem to be a consistent pattern. It seems to be pretty random, but it's there to kind of enhance grip when you need it. So I'm not exactly sure what Nike means by that, but I'm assuming that it's going to provide a little bit more grip on the ball than previous versions of the Vapor. So we'll see how that does perform. I'm pretty excited to give these a try. As far as the synthetic upper itself is concerned, it is still very thin and very soft. You can still see your finger poking through, but it doesn't seem to be as thin as the Vapor 8, which is one of the thinnest Vapors that we've ever seen. This one seems to have that little bit of nice cushioning to it and feels very, very soft. It has tons of pliability to it from right out of the box and should be pretty comfortable from right out of the box. There shouldn't be too much of a break-in time other than obviously the initial stiffness from the sole plate itself. As far as what else is included on the upper of the shoe, it is ACC. Does have the ACC upper, all conditions control that Nike is running with on all of their new lines of soccer shoes. Obviously, all conditions control is essentially a wet control element for those of you that aren't familiar with it. Basically, it allows for a little bit better friction between your foot and the ball when playing in wet weather. So it's proven to work, and I'm excited to use it on this version of the Vapor 8. As far as how the finish feels on the outside, it has a kind of a shiny finish that honestly feels slick in some areas and a little bit more tacky in other areas. So I'm not too sure what to expect when it comes to making touches on the ball, but again, I will let you know once I get to using these. As far as the insole is concerned, I've already removed it. It's the exact same perforated insole that we've seen on the past couple of models from the Vapor. And again, nothing has changed there. And of course, the liner is exactly the same as well. You still have that same synthetic leather liner on the inside with a nice amount of padding, so they should be fairly comfortable. Of course, that tongue is still very, very thin. And another thing to note is that this pair is made in Bosnia. I know that with the Vapor 8, I've had pairs that were made in Bosnia, pairs that were made in Italy, and pairs that were made in China. So I'm curious to see if Nike's going to consistently make them in one single place, or are they going to be made all over the world like the last couple of Vapors have been. As far as the sole plate and stud pattern is concerned, the stud pattern hasn't changed at all. The sole plate has changed a little bit, but one of the main things that's changed for me is the actual makeup, or this plastic overlay that holds the studs, or that actually has the studs on it. And that's this matte black section. Colored plastic as opposed to cleared plastic is actually a lot stiffer, if you didn't know that. So if you guys ever had the Vapor 8s and you kind of squeeze the two studs together and you felt like they flexed a little bit more than they should, that's not really on the Vapor 9. It feels a lot stiffer, a lot more solid, and it should perform a lot better for that reason. And you're going to have less durability issues as far as studs breaking off for those of you that did have those problems with the Vapor 8. As far as the glass fiber sole plate is concerned, you can see that the glass fiber is a little bit darker than it was in certain sections, mainly in the forefoot, than it was on the Vapor 8. The Vapor 8 basically had 2 layers of glass fiber in the heel going through the midfoot, and then 1 single layer in the forefoot. Whereas the Vapor 9 here has 2 layers all the way through the entire sole plate to provide that little bit of extra stiffness and a little bit more responsiveness. And in the end, I think it was probably a better decision by Nike, and you're probably going to have a little bit less stud pressure when playing on those harder surfaces in the forefoot of the shoe. So that's definitely a good thing and probably a change for the better. Like I said, as far as the stud pattern is concerned, nothing has changed here. You still have your predominantly 4 studs in the forefoot with the 1 support stud, your 2 main studs in the heel. It is a firm ground stud pattern designed for use on natural grass, and it does perform very, very well. One of the most innovative, best performing stud patterns in terms of changing directions that we've seen in quite a while. And like I said, it works fantastic, and I can't wait to use it on the Vapor 9. That's pretty much it as far as the unboxing portion of this video is concerned, and we'll move on to a quick weigh-in so you can see exactly how light these shoes are. When it comes to the Nike Mercurial Vapor series, the first thing that pops into a lot of people's minds is lightweight. And the same statement remains true for the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9. Because it has such a tight fit, it has a very responsive feel on feet, which makes them feel even lighter. In hand and on feet, they're extremely lightweight. So I'm going to put these on the scale so you can see exactly what they weigh in real time. Keep in mind the pair I have here is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. So we're going to throw these on the scale and see exactly what they weigh. And they weigh in at 6.85 ounces. So still under that 7 ounce mark. And like I said, they feel very, very lightweight. As far as comparing it to the last model of the Vapors, they feel almost identical both in hand and on feet, just in terms of weight. So there's no major difference there. But that's pretty much it as far as the weigh-in portion is concerned. And I'll move on to the on-feet portion so you can get a good idea as to how these shoes fit. Alright, here's a look at the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9s on feet. And for the most part, as far as how they look, I like them. They used a good combinations of colors here that you wouldn't think go together, but Nike did a good job as far as making them go together really well. And as far as how they look in the light, they kind of shine a little bit, but they're not overly bright shoes, even though they are pink and purple. So just keep that in mind. As far as the fit is concerned, in comparison to the last version of the Vapor 8, I feel like Nike has made the shoe a little bit more narrow, a little bit tighter feel overall, which for the most part I think is better. If you fit into the Vapor 8, you're still going to fit into the Vapor 9, but just keep in mind that the Vapor series as a whole is not designed for wide-footed players. So if you do have wide feet, you're not going to fit in the Vapor at all. It's much tighter cut through the midfoot and the toe box itself. You can see that it fits almost exactly to my foot, and even when I bend, there's very little creasing in the synthetic itself, which is fantastic, and I love that about the Mercurial series. As far as sizing is concerned, they do fit true to size. Again, they have that tighter fit, so some people might be tempted to go half a size up, but I would still recommend staying true to size if you are looking to order a pair for yourself. that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion is concerned, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing plus on-feet video of the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9. Can't wait to give these guys a go. And as far as the full written review is concerned, I will have that up in the next 2 weeks or so on the review page of my website, soccerreviewsforyou.com. You can find the direct link down below in the description. On that same review page right now, you're going to find the high quality images of this shoe that'll give you a better idea as to how it actually does look in person. Strongly recommend you check those out if you want to get a better idea of how the Vapor 9s actually do look. And you're also going to find buy it now links with the best prices online, including some exclusive SR4U coupon codes once the Vapor 9 does go up for pre-order. So keep checking back if you are interested in getting a pair of these for yourself. As far as questions are concerned, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts on the Vapor 9. And like I said guys, if you could leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear, including more videos concerning the Vapor 9. Comparison videos are coming, don't worry guys. If you're not following me on Instagram already, my Instagram is VujoJosh. Just like this channel, you can go ahead and look me up, or again, my link is down below in the description. And my Facebook fan page is also linked down below in the description, where you guys can ask me more questions and get a quicker answer. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't done that already. Other than that guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.